Henry Longfellow mentioned it in his poem, The Song of Hiawatha. Walt Whitman called it a wondrous second wind and spoke of its heavenly perfection. And you may have used the term the last few days. I'm talking about Indian summer, which is arguably as much emotion as it is science. You sort of know it when you see it. A stretch of dry autumn weather with warm afternoons, a panorama of blue skies over the crimson and gold fall foliage. There are no hard and fast scientific criteria for what constitutes Indian summer, but there's general agreement, at least in the Northeast, that it occurs in mid to late autumn after the season's first hard frost, a period of dry, mostly clear weather with light winds and temperatures typically 10 to 20 degrees above average, which might put highs in the 65 to 80 range across Pennsylvania. And this lasts, at the very least, 3 days, often longer. A typical weather map that would bring Indian summer to the state would likely feature a sprawling surface high-pressure area building into the lakes ahead of an upper-level ridge that drives the jet stream into south-central Canada. Initially, this high might bring chilly days and frosty nights, but sunshine modifies the air mass over time, and as the whole pattern shifts slowly east, the center of the high settles into the Carolinas, allowing for a milder, low-level southerly flow. The earliest known written reference to Indian summer dates from 1778 in a letter written by a French-American soldier turned farmer named Jean de Crèvecoeur. He wrote, "Sometimes the rain is followed by an interval of calm and warmth, which is called the Indian summer. Its characteristics are a tranquil atmosphere and general smokiness." The implication is that the phrase was already in use at that time. 15 years later, the term appeared in the journal of Ebenezer Denny, a Revolutionary War hero from Carlisle who spent time at Fort Le Boeuf, near present-day Waterford in northwest Pennsylvania. While there in October 1794, he wrote in his journal, "Pleasant weather, the Indian summer here." Interestingly, Denny later became the first mayor of the city of Pittsburgh. We may never know the true origin of the term Indian summer. One explanation suggests that Native Americans recognized the weather pattern, which they attributed to the good graces of the god of the Southwest. When Eastern tribes described it to European settlers, it became known as Indians' summer. There are European equivalents. In England, it was sometimes called St. Luke's summer, referring to that saint's feast day, which is October 18th, around the time when a spell of warm autumn weather might occur. One thing is for certain. If there is an Indian summer, or perhaps 2 or 3 in a given autumn, it never lasts. Fred is back with the extended forecast next.